Welcome, everybody, to Idiotic Perspective. I'm Austin,
Welcome. I'm Steven,
and
and
we
we
got
have
a.
a very special guest today.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Sorry, I didn't mean to
Hello.
take it away.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for having me. Yeah, my name is Jacob Ray, and I'm the creator and owner of a brand new cartoon band that is in development called Complicated Music Machine.
Okay.
Complicated music machine. Uh,
That is an interesting name. How'd you come up with that?
I was about to ask the same question.
That's a
Yeah,
good question. So it's interesting because when I first started out, I was designing artwork, and this is actually the first design I ever did. So
Ooh,
really.
okay.
yeah. And
That's
so
pretty cool.
originally, oh, sorry. Yeah, so originally the original name that I had, on the because I actually originally created laminates, that you put in a laminator,
Hmm.
you know.
Oh, mm-hmm.
So originally the title I had for the band then was Renaissance, and I only had three members at the time, and the reason I changed it to Complicated Music Machine was because I later discovered that there was already a band with that name, so I had to, yep, so I had to change it.
Change
So,
it.
so I guess,
Why'd you
oh,
why'd you
sorry.
call it Renaissance to begin with?
Well, I wanted to come up with a name that would stand out, that would sound artsy, if that makes sense.
That's fair.
Okay. Yeah, I get it. I do like that. I understand.
Hmm.
What
And
Yeah,
was
complicated
your oh,
machine.
yeah.
what was your inspiration for creating the band itself? Like, it's pretty interesting concept to have cartoon members being a band and everything.
Yeah, so my inspiration actually came from projects like this, from Gorillaz and to the
Yes.
Arch, Alvin and the Chipmunks, and
Okay.
bands like those. And as I was doing research on them one day, I realized that there was not one such band like this, no cartoon band that is that ever play specializes in country music. And so being a country
Oh.
yeah. So being a country music fan myself, I also listen to, a bit of Santana as well. So I
Okay.
thought, I wanted to create a project that would combine, all those influences together, as well.
Yeah.
And I guess going back to your first question about where the name Complicated Music Machine came from, after I had to change Renaissance, I wanted to pick out a name that would stand out and would actually fit the scope of the project that you know that I wanted to convey. And so I chose Complicated Music Machine because when you first hear what I'm trying to do for this project, it sounds complicated, and music is self-explanatory, and machine because yes, because it sounded cool.
That's fair.
Because it's that. You know what? That's fair.
And it also feels
Complicated
like there's a lot
is
of parts that go into it, and it makes it a nice whole machine.
yeah, and you're
Yeah.
using a
Okay,
machine to make it work as
Hmm.
well.
interesting. I like
Yeah.
that.
But I
Yeah.
like that you went with complicated because explaining the idea is complicated.
Hmm.
That's pretty great.
Yeah. And that even goes to
What?
my logo design.
You like it too?
Right here.
Yeah, it's
And
busy, but it's not like overly a lot. It's enough to sit
No.
there and give you a lot to look at, but it's not overwhelming.
Hmm.
yeah. So I designed this logo, with the idea that this would be the first thing that you would see when you come across the band. So
Okay.
because I have some gears up top, and then we see some fists, pushing some buttons, and that lights up the light bulb, you, and hits the
Yeah.
Yeah,
with the
just
pebble.
a just a complicated music machine.
Yeah, and And actually, what's interesting is that I actually designed another version of this logo a little differently, but it wasn't really until I took a class on animation that I really finalized the design because I was taking a class where I had to animate GIFs,
Okay.
those
You
pictures.
had to animate some of the GIFs.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty
and
cool.
and I wanted to create something that looks like it's kinetic in a way that it would go together, and so
Uh,
yep,
mhm.
so that's exactly what so this is the design I came out with, and
I like that.
It
mhm.
reminds me of like one of those pianos from churches that has all of the stalks in them that you push the
Yes.
pedals and everything to make whistle sounds and stuff like that.
Yeah,
That's what it reminds me of. That's pretty dope.
thank you. I appreciate it.
What do you think, Toast?
Mm.
How long did it take you to get the sound that you were looking for together?
That's a good question because like I mentioned before, I always knew that I wanted this project in order to, feature country music, but I also wanted to incorporate elements of Latin, or more specifically, the sound of Santana,
Okay.
the band,
Yeah.
and I will admit that I also am a fan of a few other blues recordings as well, such as the Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Okay.
I've I've enjoyed
Nice.
a few of his songs, and so I really wanted to like I mentioned before, create something that incorporates all these elements because no other cartoon band, not Gorillaz, not the Archies, or anything like this, features the same sound that I'm trying to go for.
Yeah. Interesting.
I like it. I like it.
Did you
So,
draw all the characters? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Steven.
no, go ahead.
Did you draw all the characters yourself? Did you do all the
Yes, I
artwork
did.
and everything?
Yes, I did. And if you don't mind, I'd love to share my screen to show you how I
Please.
draw all my characters.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Okay. You can just give me a minute to pull up my work. Let me show you an example. Here we go. Ah, all right. Sometimes it takes a minute to load,
That's
and
understandable.
Oh, you're good. Yeah.
and I also want to point out that I do have autism, so if you hear me stutter or stumble over my words, that's why. So,
Perfectly fine.
Oh no, you're good, man. I understand.
yeah. All right. Hold on just a minute while it comes up. Sometimes these programs take a while.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We know. We've tried to show videos of each other and stuff, and it's a slow process.
It really is. Do you have any demos of your music while we're waiting
Uh,
already?
well, yes, I do. I actually have about eight finished. I will admit
It's actually a lot.
kind of a I actually used a program called GarageBand, and
Oh,
I've
okay.
used
Yeah.
that one too. Yeah, that's a good program for making songs.
yeah. So this is the app, and
Mm,
yeah. So let me see if I can show you. So I actually use this GarageBand comes with this database, and oh, here, let me back up. With the guitar and the
Yeah.
drum, and
mm.
I do have my own guitar, and so I record my guitar, my acoustic guitar, and my vocals, live in a sense. And
Oh,
yeah,
Hell yeah.
and for the rest of the instruments, I should say, like the drums and such, I use the instruments that come, with the that comes with the app.
okay.
Yeah. I forget that it also comes with instruments as well that you can change it to the bass or drums or percussion, whatever you need to do.
That's
That's
Yeah.
really
smart.
cool.
So
Mm.
you do literally all of your songs yourself, 100%. You don't use any of like their pre-saved
Uh,
sounds.
I
Like,
do sometimes use loops, if it's necessary.
Okay.
Other than that, I like to try to use as many sounds as I possibly can. I can create myself. Because some instruments like the mandolin and the dobro, they don't have for some reason they don't have instruments that you can play freely on
Ah,
GarageBand.
yeah.
So I have
Yeah,
to do
they
it.
only have a few.
Yeah, so like I have to do it, as as a one of those loops. But what I do is that I do change the octave of the sound so it in order to fit the song. But usually I do record all the sounds myself where I can, and yeah. So let me actually show you my artwork to show you my
Yeah.
process.
Yeah, yeah, go right ahead. That's pretty dope though.
Thank you.
Few loops here and there if we gotta.
And I'll scale this down because sometimes I scale things up, because to really get those fine details.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah. So here's how so specifically for this design here, I drew. So with Adobe Illustrator, how it works is that you draw in things called layers, and you draw one shape at a time. And every layer, it's its own shape, as you can see. There's
Okay.
the
Yeah.
circle, and yep. And so it's kind of like a big jigsaw puzzle. You kind of have to put together all the pieces, and you have to also
Pretty
create
cool.
at the same time. But yeah, excuse me. Yeah, so I use I love Adobe Illustrator because it really helps me design all the shapes I want. I don't
Hmm.
have to freehand something off the bat. It allows me to put in a good stroke, the outline of an object.
Does Adobe let you go into 3D as well? Or is
Well,
it just 2D?
it does, but I'll be honest, I haven't really figured out how to fully access that yet because I know with Adobe tools it can be a bit finicky.
Yes, I completely understand. I know that from Adobe, Spanish Adobe Illustrator. That
Yeah.
thing sucked. It was
Hmm.
terrible. Couldn't
Yeah.
download for anything.
Hmm.
Trying to learn Spanish as a kid was horrible
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So Adobe Illustrator, in my experience,
just
is
because of that.
for drawing things. Like I don't use any AI in my artwork.
Mm.
I
That's good.
draw everything with a mouse and a computer. Yeah, I really enjoy Adobe Illustrator because it really helped me create its own unique style.
That's fair.
Yeah,
You have quite a flair to your artwork.
thank you.
Yeah, it's very unique.
Mm.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And I and one of the first things I decided to do with it before to do with my artwork when turning into a business, I one of the problems I had was how can I sell my artwork into a product that would actually help fund the actual music and animated music videos because that's not something that people can hold. And
Yeah.
so originally I came up with laminates, but then then I realized that I think it was shopping with at a mall a while back, and I saw the greeting cards there, and I think I it hit me that I could create greeting cards that I design to feature the actual album cover artwork that I'm hoping to put when I actually create the albums of the band. So, here's the
Yeah.
front here, and here's the back with all the song titles that I'm hoping to record.
Nice.
Well,
Okay.
I am in the process of writing and recording, obviously.
Well, that brings
So
into another question I had. How long does a typical song take for you to create?
Well, that depends. The first step into creating a song is, for me, you know, going back to the back design, when I designed this, I actually created the titles first before actually writing the lyrics. I kind of weird why I did that, but anyways, so so the next step I had to do was to actually write the lyrics and the melody that would capture the style that I wanted. So being the country Latin blues fusion.
Hmm.
So yeah, so so I thought I'd at the same time I also didn't want to copy too much from other songs, and
Yeah.
so what actually really helped me to write the lyrics was actually long car drives, when I have to drive from
Mm.
point A to point B, and
Hmm.
specifically the very first songs that I've written, I I would hear I would inspiration would just suddenly come to me that lyrics that would fit the title, because another way I wanted to write the songs was not the I wanted these songs to stand out, so not just the typical love songs and stuff, but I wanted to I wanted it to stand out in its own way, and so yeah, so
So that,
going on Freight Train, for instance. Here we go. Freight Train. I wanted to create a song that sounded catchy and would and lyrically and would lyrically make sense. And so
okay.
and admittedly, it depends how long I write the lyrics, but sometimes it can take me not too long, maybe like a couple hours, and sometimes a few days. You
Okay.
know, I will admit sometimes there are times when I will work a little bit on a song, stop, and then wait a week or so, and then come back to it.
That
Just
makes sense. Kind of inspiration needs to hit you again so you can kind of get in the right mood and mindset.
Yeah. And sometimes you get writer's block. But you
Yeah.
say it's country blues, but it's not love songs.
well, not
What kind of songs are like sorry,
well.
go ahead.
Perhaps I should say it's not the I wanted to try to keep it distinct from all the other country songs you would hear on the radio. So it has similar themes. Like with
Hmm.
Freight Train, it's all about perseverance. And
Okay.
Okay. Okay. I think
So
I
the
get it.
life lesson songs kind of like that,
well, something
or
like that. I mean,
stick to
not
it
anything.
songs.
Yeah, like nothing preachy or anything like
Yeah.
that. But
Yeah, but like a good pick me
Good
up,
message.
yeah,
good message inside the pick me up. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
I like that. That's really cool.
Yeah, and I designed my songs to be, uplifting, and and that would really emphasize the excitement, of what country music and Latin music can be,
Okay.
because
How
I
long have you actually been creating music for?
well, for the past couple of years, I actually, Freight Train, that was the first song I actually did. And I think I written that song about a year or so ago, and about a couple years ago. And I really started to record them as demos about, a year ago.
Uh-huh.
So,
So now you
Okay.
just gotta
yeah,
get the studio for it.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I am still looking for a professional recording studio so that I can really make my songs pop, instead of sounding like home recordings. And so
Yeah.
because I like my demos, but you know the sound mixing, I should say, isn't really the best. And so I think with a proper studio, it can I feel like that can help me really make the song as professional sounding as it can.
Elevate it to the next level.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that. Do you have
All right.
a plan for like a date or anything for your release time, or are you just kind of waiting to see when you can get that studio and everything? You still looking?
Yeah. Right
Okay.
now, I'm still looking for a studio, but so I don't really have a set release date in mind. But because like I mentioned before, this is a project that's in active development, and and in many ways, I'm still in the early stages, and so, but I am hoping, once I get the recordings done, I can move on to creating the actual music videos so I can release them on YouTube.
Okay.
Okay. Oh,
Awesome.
a question that I missed while I was looking through my stuff, going back to your artwork. When do you decide when one
Yes.
of your pieces of art is done? Like, when do you know it's completed?
That's a good question because I actually had some recent experience with this. This is actually my sixth design, Shangri-La, and
Ooh.
it's interesting because the front here, I actually finished long before the back because with the back side of the cover, I wanted to create something that would emphasize the surrealist. I, I was inspired by surrealist artwork like from Salvador Dali. Which
Okay. Yeah, I could see some Salvador Dali inspirations.
I see it in there, yeah.
yeah, and so I also wanted to
I like that.
highlight, I wanted to also mix that in with the excitement, the vibrance of Santana. So I wanted to mix those two elements together with the artwork. And so I actually incorporated a carnival theme, you know, to the front because my idea for this design was to encompass this surrealist theme park, if you will, a carnival. And
Is
so
it is it safe to say that you're looking for your music to sound how your art looks?
yes, yes, that's
That's
what
the
I try to
vibe I'm
go
getting. I
Yeah.
like it.
for. Yeah,
I like
because
it. I am pretty interested and pretty excited about this.
Hmm.
and what's interesting is that the back here it's actually meant to be the inside of this. So when you
Mm,
walk in the mouth, when you come out the other side, you know, you walk in.
okay. Okay, I
Yeah,
see it. Yeah.
this is the back view. So what's interesting is that it actually took a lot of
Oh.
trial and error to figure out how I wanted that area to look because I wanted it to look as professional and as detailed as I can, while also keeping also it being coherent with what I already designed in the front. And so, I in the bottom here, I actually have what I came up with is this fish tank here that the characters walk on, and later on, I kind of turn it into like this big mouth. You can see the face right here,
Mm.
Yeah.
like he's opening up his mouth, and there's fish inside, and
Okay.
Reminds me of Mervin from YouTube.
yeah,
Mm.
and
Such an interesting shape of the head.
mhm. Yeah, and I also wanted everything to interact together. So these are actually this character's hands, and
Mhm.
he's squeezing this milk into the cat's mouth.
Okay.
And,
Okay.
yeah, and the reason why he's mad is because the sun is giving him a sunburn right here.
Uh, okay. I
Yeah,
like that.
It's really cool.
thank you. So, yeah, I wanted everything to be coherent and connect and as I can be, while also looking vibrant and well detailed and because I am hoping to make this into an album as well. This
Mm.
design and because my idea with the songs is that I wanted to go with a more whimsical theme, like something you would find at those carnivals and
Yeah, it feels very whimsical. I like it. That's why I'm so excited
Yeah.
about it. It feels very Very whimsical.
Very fantastic.
Yeah, so going back to your original question, it can take a while depending on how I want to visualize something, because
Yeah.
the back actually took me quite a few months to finish, or actually it was more, thinking and thinking of what ideas would look good.
Hmm.
So, some, because you want your drawings to be your artwork to be as professional as it can be.
Yeah.
So and you know what they say, the perfection takes time to develop. So
Yeah,
yeah.
Practice makes perfect. Yes, sir.
very
Mm.
much
That's right.
so. Interesting. Well, this has been
Let's
a pretty enlightening conversation. Did you have any other questions you wanted to ask, Stephen?
I was double checking, and I do have one more. This is off topic entirely, but we try to ask everyone who comes on the
That we interviewed.
podcast.
Yeah, we try to ask
Yeah.
everyone we interview this question. I forgot about this one. Yeah.
Yeah. And you didn't say it was off topic in the message, so I just wanted to know, what do you think the shape of the Earth is?
It's a sphere.
Good. We have to ask every, we have to ask everybody. We gotta ask
It's a
everybody.
donut, and you both know it.
Yeah. One thing
But
oh, sorry.
No, go
Uh,
ahead, please.
oh
yeah,
yeah,
one
go right
thing
ahead.
I also forgot to mention is the characters themselves. And
Yeah.
so I created, 4 members, and I actually love to share you my website if that's okay.
Yeah, please show it up. I was
Yeah, go
gonna
right
leave
ahead.
a link to it in the episode too. So yeah, let's see. We'll go through it on here. Let's see.
Okay, hold on just a minute. Here we go. So this is my website and that I've created, and so the first thing you pop in to see is this big GIF that I created.
Mhm.
The because with the complicated music machine, I also wanted to highlight the mechanical as well because
Yeah.
going back to visual direction, that's another part of the style that I want to do for this design. And with my characters, you know, I, this is my band right here. So the characters are this is Wesley McFarlane right here with the banjo. That
Mm.
the drummer is his sister Tina, and Tina McFarlane, and the bassist is Montana Wellsboro, and the guitarist is Chino Martinez. So that's my band, and I actually created an entire story for them.
Yeah,
Uh,
I read through the story on your website. You do seem very good at world building and everything. Have you written stuff before?
well, it's interesting because a long time ago, I was actually writing a script for an animated cooking competition show I wanted to create, but I had to put that on the back burner for this because a complicated music machine that would be a little easier for me to manage, especially for a single guy, for one person, without any assistance from AI. So
Yeah,
yeah,
That's fair.
an animated cooking show. That seems really interesting.
Right? Well, that'd be fun.
yeah, and
Might be a lot of fun.
yeah, and hopefully I can get back to it, once this takes off.
That
So
would be cool.
and yeah,
The
and so
band may be the contestants. Woo.
maybe
That could be fun.
You never know. Future spoilers. Future
Or the
spoilers.
judges.
yeah,
Or the judges.
yeah, yeah. So currently, what I'm doing now with the website is that I'm selling some merchandise, featuring my artwork. And the reason why I decided to sell the artwork before I released the actual music was it was because you know in the 1980s the an American greeting card company did the same thing with the Care Bears. Because before the Care Bears became an animated series, they were greeting cards. And so
I did not know that.
yeah, it's true. And I can actually confirm that. Let me
That's so interesting.
That's
let's
why they're called Care Bears, and that makes me so upset. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Because you care about the person that you're giving the greeting card to.
yeah.
Care Bear.
Yeah, so yeah, so right here
That's
on
cool.
Wikipedia, it mentions
Oh
that
my good.
it,
I did not know that.
mhm. Yeah, it was created by Elena, and I hope I'm not butchering this last name, Kucharik. I
I
hope I'm not
believe
butchering.
so. Kucharik, yeah.
Yeah, and apologies if I butchered the name. But yeah, so the Care Bears were actually originally designed for greeting cards, and as you can see here from
Employees' reaction to the toy recalled in the early 1985. It had a big ah factor. That is such a funny way to put it. Big ah factor.
yeah.
And artist Muriel, whatever her name was.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, you're good. You're good. The lady who apparently helped to create Strawberry Shortcake also helped with the first concept artist of this stuff. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty wild.
Yeah, and
It's
so
all interconnected.
yeah, and so I always
The
really
donut Earth is real. Sorry, go ahead. My
yeah.
bad.
So I always really appreciated how the Care Bear brand started, and I realized if it worked in the '80s, then it could theoretically work today, and so that's what I decided to do with my online store. And in addition to the
Yeah.
magnets, I also expand to the greeting cards, I should say. I also expanded to puzzles, caps, coasters, canvas art, water bottles, that kind of thing. And
Mm.
Okay, that's smart.
Do
yeah,
you
That's
do
that's really
custom
smart.
work for people
no, I do
ever?
not. But
Okay.
I don't do custom artwork for others, but I do when I do sell my artwork at in the festival circuit, I what I sometimes do is that I design some cigar box models
Ooh.
based around the event, such as this one. This one is a flower pot cigar box guitar, and so the other
Hmm.
problem I was running into earlier on was that not a lot of people would have connected with complicated music machine right off the bat, and because a lot of people would wonder what would that mean, and that might scare people off. So the solution to that problem, I was actually selling at the Cigar Box Festival, and I looked at the what they were selling, and I thought, hmm, this might actually fit my brand really well. And so after all, cigar box guitars were made with creativity in mind, and animation is not that far off. So
Yeah.
what if I were to do that? So, but with it being more wild. So
Hmm.
so that's one of the so this design is just one of the results I came up with, and you actually
Such
might
a
have seen it earlier.
such a funky cigar box.
I like it.
Thank you.
I'd definitely smoke out of that.
Yeah, so this was actually the original cigar box guitar I came up with.
Hmm.
It's what's interesting
That's
is that
pretty cool.
when I designed this one, I remember seeing something similar in a guitar store one time, a long time ago, and so I decided to make something similar to that. So
Reminds me of a piece of candy. I want to unwrap it and eat it.
yeah,
Not gonna lie. I don't know why. Just the ending reminds me of a piece of candy and I want to unwrap it and eat it. I like it though. That's
thank
a
you.
cool one. Honestly, if I could have a guitar like that in real life, I would. That is
Yeah,
kind of cool. Hanging on my wall.
yeah,
That would be a
yeah.
cool
So
wall piece.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Yeah, it would. I do only have these in magnet form, but yeah, I can definitely look
Jumbo size.
into creating them into canvas art.
Mm-hmm. Just
Yeah.
jumbo
That's
size.
that's
Uh,
really interesting.
Hmm.
I think this is
Yeah,
a good idea to do all the art and everything first, to get people more excited for it, can kind of get a little bit teasers about what's to come.
mm-hmm.
yeah,
Hey, it's the blue dude.
yeah. And actually, I actually animated this short little teaser trailer I wanted to share with you all, if you don't mind.
Oh yeah,
Please,
go right
yeah.
ahead. I watched this earlier today,
We'll
Yep.
we'll
preparing for the
have
podcast.
this as the ending.
Hmm.
Well, guys, here comes our ride into a prosperous career as superstars. As soon as we get to this next gig at that wedding in Memphis, I heard that they are recording the wedding to play on local TV.
I don't know. Don't you think it was a strange way to travel to a gig? It doesn't exactly look safe for passengers, let alone us.
For goodness sake, Tina, take a chill pill, why don't you? My sources for this gig told me this gig was perfectly safe. And it's the only way we can get there. So.
Yes, sis. Montana's right. Looks like our train is ready to depart. We better get on before it does.
I hope we survive this.
Train. I hope that he survives too.
Right?
Hey, that was cool. Ooh, another question.
Oh, go ahead.
Is the world flat in their universe?
Um, I mean, it is,
I'm
Technically,
well, I do sometimes use Blender. I am hoping to use Blender to create the 3D backgrounds, so I like to say it's round.
That's fair. That's fair. I just wanted to see if I could catch you off guard. But thank you so much.
yeah,
for
this
showing
was
us
this
all
was
this. That
fun.
awesome.
Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for having me, and I just want to point out that if you want to check out our website and our online store, please go to www.complicatedmusicmachine.com, as every sale really helps us to grow. And something else you can do, I also want to encourage you all to do is follow us on Instagram and Facebook under Complicated Music Machine.
Perfect.
Heck yeah.
I will leave a link for all
Hear
of
that,
that in the
everyone?
description of the episode as well. I know I followed you on Instagram with my personal account, and I'll make a post as well about it and everything to help get it out there.
Heck yeah.
Thank you.
We'll definitely push it out there.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And again, sorry for a little bit of the stuttering there. My autism
Please.
does sometimes get in the way of speaking, clearly and such. But
No need to apologize, man.
Yeah,
Not
no
at
need to
all.
apologize at all. It was perfect. Thank you.
No, we had a
I
great
hope you
time.
enjoy the rest of your day.
Mm-hmm.
thank you. I appreciate it.
You have a good one, man.
Bye
All
bye.
right.